Welcome back to the channel. We are your Colorado real estate family, and everyone is calling saying, hey, I'm moving to Colorado. Should I be moving to Denver, 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 Denver? Well, we're going to tell you, don't move to Denver. Instead, move here.
All right, let's go.
If it's your first time to our channel, Chelsea and Pete here, and if you're interested in moving to Colorado, Denver, or any of the surrounding cities, we're the people that you need to know. So do yourself a favor, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because we put out a couple videos a week.
Yeah, guys, what we like to do is be your boots on the ground experts, because if you're looking at moving to this state, listen, we know what it's like moving from one state into another state. We're going to give you all the insight you need to know in regards to activities, cost of living, the housing market. Yes. We bring it all to you. With that, licensed real estate agent here, helping you and many like you moving into Colorado with all your real estate purchases. So let's go ahead and check out this great city before revealing it from the sky's view. Be right back.
Okay, if you haven't figured it out already, or maybe you didn't take the time to read the entire title, we're talking about Westminster, Colorado.
Yeah, we were kind of thinking about it a little bit, like, yeah, we're going to reveal this huge thing, we'll kind of tease you guys a little bit, and then we're like, wait, it's in the title. All right, so here's the biggest reason why we think that you should be moving here instead of Denver, and it's because you get to have that downtown lifestyle without the big city life, right? And so this is the biggest talk happening in Westminster right now, is the Westminster downtown is behind us right now. We're standing in the middle of a field, but pretty soon this is all going to be developed. Yes. This is insane, the project that are happening here. And didn't you say it's going out like 40 years?
Yeah,
or
40 or 50
like
years of the full development of what this whole area is going to be like as they build it out.
It is insane the amount of development they're doing here. They have that whole like work, eat, sleep, what else am I putting in? Play lifestyle that they're going to have downtown here. And this is one of the biggest reasons why you think that you should consider Westminster over living in downtown Denver.
Yeah, so Denver, obviously with the big city life, what we're talking about that you're avoiding here in Westminster is going to be that extreme traffic. It's going to be, you know, none of that kind of suburbia. You would have to go pretty outside of Denver, around the side, like surrounding Denver, to really get that suburbia feel. Here, you're going to be surrounded by houses right outside of this downtown Westminster. So you get kind of that more suburbia, but also get that whole walkability that you would in the city without all of the mess of the stuff that, you know, is about living in the city.
That was always the pill of Denver, right? It's like you got to have that big city lifestyle, or I guess the downtown lifestyle. And so when we talk about a lot of these cities that are on the outskirts of Denver, a lot of them are getting these downtowns, but I think Westminster's done the best job about incorporating that real downtown feel into this new downtown that they're building. So it's kind of huge.
Well, this is one of the only ones that didn't have really the infrastructure that some of these other old towns. So a lot of the other cities are taking these old towns and kind of revamping them. Here, this used to be a mall, which we've talked about several times. Go check out our other videos if you haven't already. But this was actually just the Westminster Mall that they completely demolished and created this brand new idea of this downtown Westminster, which a lot of places did not have this space to be able to do what Westminster is doing, which was why we think this is going to blow Westminster up.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, cool. What's number two?
So the second one is that you can work or play in either of our largest cities, you know, closest to here, with the accessibility being about 20-25 minutes each way.
And so what are those two big cities? We're talking about Denver and Boulder. Those two cities, I mean, if you talk about Colorado, those are our two kind of most talked about cities, I'd say. Colorado Springs is getting up there in popularity, but those are our two most popular cities for the most part in the state of Colorado. And when you're in Westminster, you're dead center in the both of those. So say if you have to work or you want to go play in either one of those cities, it's just super close. And so like Westminster, you have the light rail station, that's the station that's down like 72nd and then Federal down in South Westminster. Take that down to Denver. Or they have the Flatiron Flyer, which is a bus that you could take all the way up to Boulder. And so public transit, or if you want to drive, you're looking at like 20-30 minutes depending on traffic.
Yeah, so either way, if you're working, and we've had a lot of clients coming in, they're saying, you know, I really need to be kind of along that, you know, the whole I-36 to I-25 to be able to, you know, depending on where my job lands. Well, if you go in Westminster, you're going to be good either direction. Yeah,
it's the fact that it's dead center in between those two huge cities is a huge thing that it has upon, unlike all these other cities that we kind of talk about. Either some of them are closer to Boulder or Denver. This one, you're smack dab in the middle.
Right. Okay, so that leads us into the third thing, which we can go on and on about this, so we'll try to keep it kind of brief. But Westminster actually has activities galore. Yeah. I mean, you can do, oh my gosh, okay, let's get going on. So there's hiking and biking.
There's golf everywhere. You got adventure golf over there, so it's like a putt-putt, and then they have a golf course, or not golf, go-karts over there. They have an obstacle course over there.
Westminster Rec Center.
Two Westminster Rec Centers. They have two of them. They have an older one down in like Old Westminster, and they have the new one over near like Westminster City Park. What else do they got? They got the Westminster Promenade, which is where you have like your movie theater. It's like a supersized movie theater with shopping, a ton of great food. What's that new one that you're talking about? Chuy's or
Chewy's?
Chewy's, yeah.
That was delicious.
So I mean, there's a ton of great eats, like activities, whatever you want to do in Westminster.
One of the sad things I will say though about activities in Westminster is I think the Butterfly Pavilion is moving.
Yeah, so they're saying like Baseline. We've talked about Baseline a lot, which is like the northern Broomfield portion of you know, the new development that's happening. Whatever. The Butterfly Pavilion now is like near that promenade center that we just mentioned. They're saying that they're going to either build a new one over there or they're going to move it over there. I haven't really gotten confirmation on what it is, whether they're going to have two locations. So that's kind of sucks.
Cross our fingers that it doesn't completely move, but that has been something that was really special about Westminster was the Butterfly Pavilion. Taking your kiddos in there and just letting them really run free while the butterflies are just everywhere was so special. So hopefully it doesn't go far. So even if you move to Westminster, if it goes over to Broomfield, it won't be too far away.
Well, and so we kind of like mentioned Westminster City Park. Over there, they have a ton of great events. So they have all these activities. They have concert series going on during the 4th of July. That's where they do all your fireworks kind of launching out for the city of Westminster. And so it's a great like little park to go to. They always have
disc golf too.
They have a disc golf course over there that
it's actually kind of hard.
I've lost so many freaking discs over there. Yes, I used to play disc golf a little bit here and there. It's kind of fun.
Don't you have a scar in your head from disc golf?
Oh, that's ultimate frisbee.
Oh, well, good. Anything frisbee I don't do, so I'm sorry if.
But yes, I mean, like, just the city of Westminster, if there's any activities that you want to do, it's here. We used to do an indoor soccer league here too, and they used to have a few of them. So they have like a few different like indoor arenas they could do that out. It's just any time that we really did a lot of activities, a lot of it is centralized in the city of Westminster.
Absolutely.
All right, so to kind of branch off of the whole activity thing, if you are huge in like inner city hiking, or you want to bring your four-legged friend outside or out and about or do whatever it might be, Westminster is for you for sure. We have a ton of trails here, some of the biggest dog parks. So I'm pretty sure, I tried looking this up, but it's Westminster Hills Dog Park. It's what, 400 and how many?
420 acres.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the best dog parks.
I was just looking at the numbers. I'm pretty sure it's the largest dog park in the state of Colorado. I couldn't confirm that 100%, but the next largest one I saw was like 75 acres down in Chatfield. So pretty sure you have the largest dog park in the state of Colorado here in the city of Westminster.
Yeah, and we also have a bunch of different places that you can kind of hike and bike or just get everybody outside. A couple of the ones that we found was Rocky Mountain, Greenway Trail, North Stanley Lake Open Space Park, and it goes on and on. There was like 5 different other open spaces and just kind of inner city hiking and trails that was just available if you wanted to just drive like 5 minutes away. So you don't have to go all the way to the foothills. Although, you know, we take 80th kind of all the way over to the foothills, and there's a lot of things on Highway 93, you know, just about maybe 15 minutes away from Westminster that you can jump into one of the little trails going along Highway 93 without having to go really far into the mountain. So just a lot of outdoor stuff to do, and it's actually very pet friendly even here.
Well, not to mention like one of our favorite restaurants, Lazy Dog. I know it's like a franchise type thing, but it's super cool. Like they have an outdoor patio space that's also heated in the wintertime that you can bring your four-legged friend over there, and it's great.
So nice.
They have some great food over there too.
Oh, absolutely.
So good. Caesar salad.
That's actually our favorite thing, which is they have so many other great things. So why we choose
Well, they have
Caesar
like
salad.
the good Orientals over there and stuff, so they have some great stuff.
You can literally
what's
get
what's your
anything
what's your cocktail that you like to drink over there?
Oh, it's a cucumber mint.
Mojito or something?
No, it's like a martini, but not. Okay, anyways. Okay, so that takes us into the fifth reason that we say choose Westminster and not Denver, and that is cost of living.
Yeah, so with your cost of living, and we always go off of bestliving.com or some crap, whatever it is. So just like throwing the simple numbers out there, we're talking about all the costs incorporated into one. Denver's like a 128, where Westminster's a 123, okay? So you look at it, is it really that much? But what we really like to dive into is the real estate, because of course we're helping you guys with all your real estate, right? Now let's kind of dive into that. So 568 was your median sales price for all your homes in the city of Westminster. So why do we say all your homes? We're talking about your detached, we're talking about your attached, you're talking about your multifamily, all is incorporated in one. With Denver, it was 590, same thing, we're incorporating all those houses into one. Well, if we're looking at single family, that number changes quite a bit.
Yeah.
When we change over to single family, your median sales price back in, I believe it was March 2022, in Westminster was 578. Denver is 558, so that's almost a $100,000 price difference with your single family homes in Denver as opposed to Westminster.
Yeah, so when Peter was first pulling all the numbers, he likes to get the most recent numbers for you guys. I told him, I said, well, the thing about Denver is we have so many other multifamily options in Denver, in the big city, than you would here in Westminster, because we're just now getting a ton of different kind of multifamily or use living or whatever. And so I was like, what is it on a single family basis? Because that has got to change it immensely. And sure enough, it was like between 20,000 to 100,000. So definitely a lot more affordable for real estate when it comes to single family here in Westminster than it's going to be in Denver.
And I think about it. You think about that gap, right? So we had that median sales price of everything incorporated. What I say was like 568, $10,000 difference. So the gap between multifamily as opposed to your single family homes in Westminster is so much smaller compared to Denver. It's going to be a lot larger of a gap. So you have a lot more consistency in Westminster when we're talking about purchasing your real estate, whether it's single family or attached, multifamily.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've gone over 5 major reasons why we think that you should choose Westminster instead of Denver. If you have any other questions regarding this or any other topic city, please reach out to us. We love hearing from you guys. We have been busy and we love it.
Yeah, guys, and of course we've been helping out with all your real estate needs. It's been amazing. We love helping you out. We love meeting with you as well too. So if you guys want to sit down, we're going to throw our phone number in right below right there. Give us a ring, give us a call. We love hearing from you. And until next time, we love you.
Bye.